Thank you for having me here today. My name is Ben Martin. I am the Research Director for Texas Housers. I am opposed to the bill as written. Texas renters are in crisis, struggling extraordinarily to find housing that is affordable to them. American Rescue Plan funds were explicitly intended to be used for exactly these types of programs, but we see no funding to help keep renters stably housed. Recent events illustrate the plight of Texas renters. Last week, TDHCA's Texas Rent Relief Program reopened their application portal for a planned 2 weeks. Instead, due to extraordinary need, the portal closed after only 48 hours. They were already oversubscribed. Renters in Texas, your constituents, are in a tailspin. There's only one unit affordable and available for every 4 extremely low-income Texas families that need one. 1 in 5 Texas renters spends more than 50% of their income on housing. That number is higher than ever before, and these residents are paying more towards housing than every other expense that they have combined. When renters struggle to find housing that is affordable to them, it leads to evictions, housing instability, and often homelessness. There were at least 270,000 evictions filed in the state of Texas in 2022, the highest annual number ever recorded. Relief for struggling renters is not in opposition to relief for homeowners and property owners. We have avoided seeking support funding for renters through the budget surplus. Instead, we met with every single Appropriations Committee member's office to propose the use of ARPA funds for renter relief. We are dismayed that neither version of the supplemental appropriations bill proposes a single dollar in relief to the 38% of Texas households who are renters. SB 30 proposes over $200 million in ARPA funds for the purchase of new vehicles for state departments, but $0 for the 4.5 million renter households in Texas that those state employees serve. It proposes over $30 million for the construction of a criminal justice training facility, but $0 towards rental housing, which might lower the need for such a facility in the first place. With only 2 exceptions on the committee, at least 1 in 5 of each of your constituents is a renter. 14 of you on the committee have districts that are over 1/3 renters. So we respectfully ask, where is the funding for struggling renters that are your constituents? I'm represented by House District 64, Representative Stuckey. Representative Stuckey, if he were here, I would ask, what are you doing for the over 37% of your constituents who are renters? Respectfully, what can you point to that you have supported for direct relief to renters in supplemental appropriations or general appropriations? We have the tools to solve this problem, and we must fund them. Replenish TDHCA's extremely successful Texas Rent Relief Program. Fund existing TDHCA affordable rental housing production and rehab programs. Texas's workforce, Texas businesses, and Texas families are depending on the legislature to act in order to ensure the availability of affordable housing throughout the state now and in the future. Thank you, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
All right, members, any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah, Representative Morrison.
Yes, I mean, listening to your plight and what's going on, have you come and talked to the Appropriations Committee about funding or what the needs are or what the requirements are to receive the funds?
Are you asking if ARPA funds can be used for these purposes?
No, I'm asking you as a constituent if you have come and requested any funds from the Appropriations Committee or lined out what the requirements are and why you need them.
Yeah, absolutely. We've attempted to meet with every office on the Appropriations Committee. Most of those meetings occurred about a week ago.
Thank you.
All right, members. Yeah, Representative Bryant, did you have, no? Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Martin, would you characterize for the committee who these struggling renters are? I think the question in the back of many people's minds are these hardworking people that deserve assistance, or are these people that are in a situation that's completely a result of irresponsible behavior, or who are they?
Yeah, absolutely. The vast majority of low-income renters are working Texans supporting families. Many of the fastest-growing occupations, I would characterize it as most of the fastest-growing occupations in the state of Texas that have a high number of jobs, are very low income or extremely low income, making 50% area median income or below, often 30% area median income or below.
They're working 8 hours a day?
That's right, 40 hours a week.
What is the mandate in the American Rescue Plan for use of the funds as it relates to affordable housing?
U.S. Treasury guidance explicitly states that the funds can and they would encourage the use of these funds for emergency rental assistance and income-restricted low-income housing production and rehab.
So to the state, this is basically free money. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, and this is what it's supposed to be used for.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, members, any other questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you.